Now, the best of a powerful new exhibit at Seattle's Museum of Pop Culture is amplifying the sounds and stories of African-American musical legends. The exhibit traces the roots of gospel, blues, jazz, and soul and their lasting impact on American culture. Tyrah's down in the Arc Lounge with curator Adeerya Johnson to learn more. Hi, ladies.
Hi, Steve. I had a chance to visit Never Turn Back, Echoes of African-American Music, a couple weeks ago, and it was amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm excited that you came down to see it.
It was really cool. Thanks for having me. So what was the inspiration behind curating this exhibit, and what message do you hope that it sends to people?
I mean, I think the inspiration really comes just from my background in Black history, you know, and exploring how music and Black history and culture are so intertwined, and the exciting stories that come about it. And then I think also with just highlighting just the emotions and the power of Black musicians and the way that the music really connects to them is something really, you know, unique to see through photography. So having that photography element as that core focus to explore that those genres are, you know, what makes the show super unique.
And you mentioned your history, your experience in Black history. I should say your education, and that how much of that goes into curating an exhibit for a museum?
I mean, it's the history and the research. I am a historian, you know, at heart. Being from Atlanta, Georgia, you know, the home of Martin Luther King, you know, living in that era of like knowing Black history and culture and letting that kind of drive my passion really helped tell the story. So I think when it comes down to storytelling and curation, you know, having that really good in-depth history, looking at oral histories, those primary sources, again, looking at those photographies, those memories really hold, you know, how we learn and connect to those historical moments.
That's amazing. So what can we see there? What can people experience when they visit?
I mean, it's so many things. I'm really proud of our team for creating some really cool interactives. I mean, you really love the listening stations and you really love the sampling stations. So I think, you know, engaging in the music, like listening to the actual music and hearing those lyrics from the various sampling stations and the various listening stations will allow people to connect to the music a little bit more, and just kind of see what has really brought in these photos to life and how, you know, Black folks have connected to these, you know, different genres for, you know, decades.
A lot of artifacts in there as well. One of my favorites was seeing James Brown's outfit, one of his outfits from a performance. I thought that was really cool to see in person. Why is it important to showcase the legacy of African-American music here in Seattle? Why do you think that this might resonate with Seattle's community?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, it's the idea of history and the ways that, you know, Black people have mobilized, the way that Black music mobilizes. I think I do a really good job of navigating just the power of the Great Migration and how Black people have moved across, you know, to the East Coast, the West Coast, and even in places like Seattle where, you know, we're home to, you know, Jimi Hendrix and Quincy Jones. So really seeing those legacies kind of connect to the Seattle community is important to really see how, you know, we connect to history in our own, you know, neighborhood.
What's been the feedback so far from people who pass through?
You know, when I do tours, people have so much fun. I mean, people are always smiling. They're always saying thank you. Like, you know, our community really is really grateful for the show. And people say it's really beautiful. You know, I'm really proud of our graphic design team for just the unique colors and the way that they've used, you know, design and to fully immerse in those aesthetics of those genres to make people really feel, you know, excited to see, you know, the exhibition, but, you know, to feel seen. So people love it. They think it's beautiful, and I'm happy for that.
I'm so happy to hear that. I thought it was beautiful, too. I keep saying, I was so moved. I just loved it so much. How long do people have to check it out?
January of 2027.
Okay.
Yeah, a long time.
A long time.
Yeah, 2 years.
2027, not even 2025.
2027.
And I know we've talked about this like a little bit on the side, but I just find it fascinating, like the idea of bringing a vision to life at a museum. What is that process like? Okay, so you had an idea. You wanted to curate your very own exhibit. You made it happen, and it's at the Museum of Pop Culture, which is such a big deal. The process to do that, is there some magic recipe? Or
It's honestly believing in yourself. I mean, I was very nervous. I was very anxious a little bit just to tell this story from a place that not often many of people who look like me and you can really tell that. And so to really have the opportunity and to have a really good team to support me allowed me, you know, to really lean into my knowledge and to put in some really good work. And again, it's that research, it's that history, it's leaning in on your team and that creativity that makes, you know, curation really special.
For sure. And it's so important for representation, and we thank you for sharing your knowledge with the entire city. Honestly, people come down to Seattle, and MoPOP's one of the first places they visit when they're from out of town. So I'm sure a lot of eyes will be on it. Hear that, Steve? Until 2027.
That's right. Plenty of time to check it out.
Plenty of time to check it out.
She and her team should feel very proud of what
Yes.
a remarkable project. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you for coming on.
For more information on Never Turn Back, we made it easy for you. Go ahead and scan the QR code that's popping up in the corner of your screen right there. That will take you directly to komonews.com/hotlinks. From there, you'll find a link to the website.